Hi friends, welcome to Kingdom Crochet. I'm Kirsty and I'm going to teach you how to make a blob ball. Bleh. These little guys are so much fun. They come with this fantastic fuzzy yarn. They have two black amigurumi eyes, and of course inside is the stress ball. So in your kit that you've got, you should have the stress ball, a size G hook, a ball of fuzzy yarn, and a little plastic bag that has two black eyes, two eye backings. Leave those inside for now. We'll use them later on in the craft. And I need to get out my stitch marker. The stitch marker we use early on, so let's bring that out now and set the others aside. And you should also have your instructions. They look like this. Let's get started. Okay, as we begin, you got to squeeze that one more time first. They're just so much fun. Okay, as we begin, this is not a beginner craft. This is something where you need to know how your hook is held and how the yarn works and everything, okay? It's really hard to focus in on this. Okay, well, I'm going to move along, and we're going to start with a magic ring, which I like to do as a slip knot, but really loose. Makes it really simple, okay? So just do a loose slip knot. So you don't tighten down that part right there. You need that hole so that you can work all your stitches in that hole because you're going to work in a round. Put your hook on. That hole is nice and loose right there. Chain 1. And now you're going to work 8 single crochet in that loose slip knot. Okay. There's 1. A single crochet, you insert your hook through the stitch. You pull your yarn through for a loop. And then you yarn over, pull through 2. Okay. Watch again. And remember, everything is done in that loose slip knot. And if there's ever a time where you need to pause or you need to go back and just review the basics, I have tutorials on all the basic stitches over on my YouTube channel. Just search for Kingdom Crochet and you will find it there. And you'll be finding lots of other goodies too. I'm working on getting up other projects, so go check it out. It's really fun. One more, I think. Let's take a look. It's always good. You're always counting in crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I have 8 single crochets. Now watch. This is how it's a magic ring. Pull the tail tight and it closes in, kind of like a drawstring bag. You'll go into that stitch next, but right now what I want to take is my stitch marker so I know where I ended, or else it gets pretty confusing, especially when you get distracted. And moving on. There's your first round. Now you're on to round 2. So for round 2, you're going to do 2 single crochet in each stitch. This is also known as an increase. You don't have to tuck your tail over like I did. You can just leave it in the back. I just like to tuck them in to make it tidy. So here's 2 single crochet in 1 stitch. Watch. There's 1 single crochet, and then in that same stitch, I'm going to put 1 more. This is why it's called an increase. You're growing that round, okay? You're going to do that all the way around. Put 2 stitches into 1 stitch. And since we put 8 stitches in that first round, there we go. That means by the end of this round, by the time we get to that stitch marker, we should have 16 stitches, because let's do some math here. 8 times 2, 16. You're going to be doing a lot of counting in crochet, a lot of undoing things also in crochet, I'm sad to say, and a lot of trying to figure stuff out. It's really good for your brain. It's really good for your hands. It's really good for hand-eye coordination, and you get to make something really fun, something useful sometimes, or something beautiful. Okay, we're coming up to the stitch marker. So remember how I said that stitch marker marks your last stitch? That means you're going to put 2 crochet in with it. Watch this, okay? Here we go. That's my last stitch right there from that first round. So I still need to do an increase in there. So 1, 2 single crochet. There we go. And now I know that that is the last stitch of the second round. So I'm going to take off my stitch marker, put it into that last stitch from my second round, close it, here we go, and move on to round 3. You will get so good at untangling knots as you crochet. Okay, on to round 3, like I said. So round 3, you're going to do 1 single crochet and then 1 single crochet increase. So you're going to do 1 stitch in one and then 2 stitches in the next one. Okay, and that's going to be the pattern. You're going to do that 8 times. And 1, 1, 2. Okay. And if you were to take 8 times 3, because you're really doing 3 stitches, one of them's just done in, 2 of them are done in 1. But if you do 8 times 3, what's the math for that one? Anybody? Should be 24. It is 24, not should be. You can't, that's not like negotiable. That's just the truth for that. 8 times 3 is 24. So at the end of this round, you'll have 24 stitches. And that's the biggest it's going to go. But like I said, you're going to do a lot of counting. Okay, we're coming up to the stitch marker. What I like to do at the end of the rounds is go back and count and make sure that I have what it is that I'm supposed to have. That way, if I did make a mistake, I just have to undo something right away. I don't have to undo a whole bunch of stuff if I made a mistake towards the beginning, but I didn't notice it till the end. Like, no thank you. All right. 2 in the last one. I think that's 24. That should be 24. Looking good. Let's give it a count. I think first I want to move my 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yes! Good to go. Round 4 is up next. One, 2, 3, which means we're on 4 now. Okay, for round 4, you are going to put 1 single crochet in every stitch. So you should have 24 stitches by the end, okay? And this round, I'm going to do just at a normal speed. We can talk through some things as I go around. When you go through your single crochet, to make it a good strong stitch, make sure you go through that top V. You see I'm going through 2 lines at the top? You can check out my tutorial too, it'll show you. Go through that top V as you pull up a loop. That'll help make it stronger because it's got more to grab on to, okay? When I first saw these blob balls, I think I was on Pinterest or something, and my son, who was 8 years old at the time, loved the idea. And I didn't find any pattern or anything for it. I just bought a box of blob balls, stress balls, and started figuring out what would be the best pattern, the easiest to work with. I went through several different types of yarn to find a good one, and this one is definitely my favorite yarn for this. So you guys got the best of all my research. Here we go. We're almost to 24 now. 22, 23. And that last stitch is going to go in with that stitch marker because you know that's your last stitch. 24. Good. I'm going to set my hook down to make it easier for me to count because I'm going to count again. 1, 2, 3. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. No, I don't need that right now. Oh. And this is why I have the stitch marker. Or else I wouldn't know where I was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Not right now, please. Thank you. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yes, we made it. We are now on to round 5, but watch out. You're just going to do single crochet in every stitch, and I'm going to speed up this process because it's just the same thing as the last time. So I do not crochet like this in real life. Okay, some people might say I do, but I'm even watching this right now and I'm getting dizzy. So now is a good time to pause if you need to or go catch up on something. Just know that round 5 is 1 single crochet in each stitch, and you should have 24 again by the end of that round. And then move your stitch marker, of course. Here we are on round 6. We are going to do another 24 stitches, but this time I want you to do 10 single crochet. 2, 3. What we're working on here in this round is the mouth, the part where the stress ball is going to squish out. And as my children so love to say, goes bleh. Okay. Oh, I've lost count. Let's see, is that 8, 9? That should be 10. Let's go count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now we're going to chain 4. This is going to make the mouth part. 1, 2, 3, 4. Since we chained 4, let's skip 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then start single crocheting in that 5th chain from your hook. Okay? You're going to do a total of 10 single crochet on one side of the mouth and 10 on the other. And here's where math comes in again, kids. 10 plus 10 is 20. And then let's add those 4, which would be a total of 24 again. You're going to have 24 stitches again at the end of this round. When you are done making this blob, I would love to see your pictures. I would love to hear what you think about it, or maybe you have ideas for other kits. Let me know. I would love to see what else I can get together for you guys to do. Okay, there's 24. Moving my stitch marker up, and round 6 is now done. Here for round 7, we're going to do another 24 stitches, but I'm not going to speed it up this time. I'm going to go at a normal pace because I want you to see what it looks like when you stitch into the chain, stitch into the mouth part. You don't just stitch into the big opening gap. Though I guess you could. I haven't tried it. If you try it, take a picture and let me know. I would love to see what it looks like. So what I want you to do is do it just like you're stitching in the regular chain, like you do it in a foundation chain. You'll do 4 stitches, 1 for each chain. 1, 2. I'm going through in a very difficult way. Ugh, I don't know why I chose to go this difficult way. But it's working, and I'm going to finish it, even though it's hard. It's a good skill to know to finish something, even if it's hard. There's 4, and there's the mouth. Now let's continue with 10 more. Should make it to the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and there it is, 10. All right, I know I've got 24 there. Next round, right up. After, of course, I move my stitch marker. I've already proven that I lose my track because I get distracted. Now, this is not a round here. We are on to the fun part of putting in the eyes. I like to flip my guy over and pull out that little bag that has your eyes and the backings. Don't lose them. I'm going to pull out 1 set, and I need to show you a trick about putting in the eyes. You can put them wherever you want. You could make him look normal. You can make him look a little crazy. You could set them wherever, near to each other, far, way up on the head. But this is the trick I need to show you. Don't go right in between. See how easy it is for me to poke my finger through there? It'll be easy for your eyes to fall out. Go in the middle of 1 stitch. I'm going to poke this guy into the middle of 1 stitch. If it's hard for you to get in, that means it's going to be hard to fall out. Grab your backing and clip it onto the back. You're going to have to push hard and click it on. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to put 1 eye up there. And then I've been making pretty normal guys recently. I want this guy to look a little different. I want him to look a little crazy, a little silly. Remember, I'm not going in between the stitches. Too easy to fall out. Put him in between 1 stitch. Stick him in the middle of 1 stitch. I think I like him there. I'll put him there. Find the backing. On the inside, snap that backing on. Okay. I like him. I like him. He's going to be fun. I'm sure yours looks great too. For round 8, I'm going to speed up the video again because once again, it's 24 and this is just normal stitches. 24 normal stitches in round 8. If you are not really good at single crochet by now, you're going to be really good at the end of this. I believe you guys can do it. And remember, if you're struggling with knowing how to do the stitches, I have tutorials. You can go onto my channel, Kingdom Crochet at YouTube, okay? Look for the basics playlist. That'll give you basic stitches, okay? Or if you want to change things up, there should be a stitch along with me, learn new stitches. Okay, moving my hook, not my hook, my stitch marker, and on to round 9. Here at round 9, I'm going to put in the stress ball. You do not need to put in the stress ball for round 9 or for round 10. You don't have to do it until round 11. I just want to do it to test some things And I want you guys to see how this works and how it's going to fill up, okay? You're really going to have to work them in. It's a nice fit. Oh, nice tight fit. There he is. So for round 9, you just want to do another 24 single crochet. You're going to go again 1 stitch for every stitch. And you know what? Since I'm doing 24 normal, I'm going to speed it up a bit, I think. All right. When you are doing your single crochet with the stress ball inside, make sure you don't go straight in with your hook because you don't want to poke it. I don't think it will, but it would have to be a pretty strong poke to do that. There we go. Just kind of go up alongside the ball. That'll work. We all go at different paces. I have been crocheting for 30 years now. When I started when I was a kid and my grandmother taught me, I did not go very fast at all. She had me do a chain so it could wrap around the house. That is how long I had to do it before she would teach me a new stitch. Here we go, 23, and then 24, and we'll move up the stitch marker. Okay, for round 10, we're going to do another 24 single crochet. You know what? Yep, that's round 9. We now need to do round 10. I think since I'm going to do another 24, if you don't mind, I'm going to speed up this process. You know, I've sped up the video here, and yet it's still going not as fast as I thought. It's hard to work. It reminds me that it's hard to work with that squish ball right in the middle. That's okay, though, because that means when this round is done, you just have round 11 and round 12, and then you tie it all up. I'll show you how to do that, and you'll have a really fun thing to toss around and play with. 23. Oh, 24. Okay, move the stitch marker. Here we go. Now we're on to round 11. This is where you're going to start decreasing. So this can be tricky. Take it slow. First, you're going to do 1 single crochet. And then you're going to go through just the front loop of the next 2 stitches. See how I've worked around? I'm going to do it again. Watch this. Just the front, if I can get it in, the front loop. I turn my hook around so it's kind of easier to get it up and in there, okay? No. All right, now I'm going to yarn over, pull through those 2 stitches that I did the front loops on. Take it slow if you need to. Now I should have 2 loops on my hook. Yarn over, pull through those 2 loops. That part's like a single crochet. I'm going to go again slowly. 1 regular single crochet, and then a decrease, going through the front loop only on the next 2 stitches. There's 1, 2, yarn over, just pull through those front loops, and then yarn over and pull through the 2 loops on your hook. Take your time with this one, okay? Don't get frustrated. It's all right, especially if you've just learned this. It's okay. I just learned how to do this decrease. My grandmother taught me a different way, and it ended up making big gaps in my projects, and I did not like that. So I researched how to do another way, and I saw this one, and I really like it. It's a very nice, clean finish, and it doesn't leave any gaps like the other one that I knew. So even I learned something after 29 years of crocheting. I learned a new trick for one of the very first stitches that I ever learned. And it turns out looking so much better. Okay, here's the decrease again through those front loops only. Oh, it can be so hard. Pull through the loops. Now pull through the 2 on your hook. Don't rush it. You might not get it done today. You might not get it done in a week. I'm sure you've got other things going on, and you've got other responsibilities that you have to do. But every now and then, you can take a break, get your brain changed onto something else creative. Maybe put on some music that you enjoy, whether it be an adventurous soundtrack or something calming. And you can do a couple of stitches on your blob ball. Okay. This is my last decrease. Oh, I think it's going to be hard with this stitch marker in the way. Let's try this way. No, it's not going to work. Oh, I'm just going to take it off for now. Sorry, the film's going to be all fuzzy because I moved around. Okay. This is my last stitch. Pulling through the 2 front loops, pulling through the 2 on my hook, getting my stitch marker in again because I know that's the last one. Y'all, we're on to the last round. So for this last round, round 12, you're going to do that decrease every single time. Through those front loops only, 1 decrease, and 2 decrease, oh, there we go, 3 decrease, 4 decrease, almost there now, 5 decrease, 6 decrease, kind of have a rhythm in my head, 7 decrease, and last one, 8. Let's see if I can do it. Can I do it this time? I did. Decrease. There we go. That's the last row. We're going to take off the stitch marker and not use it again for this project. Keep it for another one. I'm going to pull it a little tighter here. And I'm going to break off. This yarn's pretty easy to break, but you can take your scissors cut off a decent sized tail, 2 to 5 inches. Now, I want you just to yarn over and pull all of that yarn through, all the way through. It'll tighten up. Make sure that doesn't unravel there on you. Now, we're going to weave in and out and in and out from each one. I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to take the yarn, pull it through that first stitch, pull all of it through. And then from the other side of the next stitch, I'm going to pull that yarn through all the way again. Kind of like a drawstring bag. I've seen people do this with a yarn needle too, and they just sew in and out and in and out and in and out. But it's just as easy to do with a crochet hook, and I so often lose my yarn needles. I lose my crochet hooks too sometimes, but they're easier to find. They're bigger, shinier. Okay. Need to do one more. And now here comes the drawstring part. Just pull it tight. Once you feel that it's tight though, like just stop there. You don't want to break the yarn. And now you're going to, after you've tightened it, you're going to tuck your yarn in. I like pulling up a loop and pulling my yarn through that loop just to add one more extra bit of security. Make it nice and tight. And go somewhere farther down the ball. And again, I'm not poking straight into the ball. I'm going up along the side. Grab the yarn and pull. Oh, lost it. Grab the yarn and tuck it in. Whoop. There we go. If you have extra, you can just clip it off. It's okay. And there is your bleh. Bleh. There is your blob ball. Thanks so much for coming on this stitch along with me in this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it a lot. I know I had fun making these. Drop me any messages, any comments if you have something that you would like to create or like me to create for you. And we'll see if I can make it into a kit or do a stitch along. Thanks so much for joining us today. See you next time.